Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. I still have a wet rag. I can tell you now it is going to be another wet rag swipe. I will attempt to use some kind of combination that I don't usually use, but I don't promise that it's going to work out that way, because I like what I like, and everybody else seems to like it okay too, for the most part. Ooh, wow, look at the cells popping in that. That's weird. That is a metallic. That might even be a color shift. This is a color shift, this turquoise. Pink is magenta with iridescent medium by golden in it. Sometimes I just buy craft paint, metallic pink, because it's beautiful and not expensive, and by the time you finish adding GAC 800 and Floetrol, you get plenty of it there. Boy, I'm thinking I'm going to like that a lot. What else should we add? I'm just going to keep trucking along, spreading my paint. The last time I did not use enough paint, so this time I would rather have too much than not enough. It's not that I didn't have enough, I just didn't have the extra that I wanted on my rag to do my ends and my edges. And sometimes even if some drips off, then I use that if I need to. I think I'm going to risk this little beauty here. A little bit. I have been craving blue to be in these. Ah, snap. That is a metallic blue. I do not often get great cells, but I live in anticipation of the moment that I do. Ooh, that sucker is clogging itself up as... Yeah, I cleaned you out earlier. See? Splooge. Okay, well, we definitely know we have enough color. How about a darker color of that other color? Color from another color, mother. Okay, I'm babbling. Now, I kept thinking. I think a little of this goes a long way, and I don't want a blue picture. But, that being said, around here somewhere... Oh, I just lost a top. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm not going to get a blue picture. What would make you think so? I'm going for a little bit of this in here. A little bit of this in here. Boy, things are clogging up fast today. Wow, I'm surprised. It's pretty hot out here though. I'm trying to remember what I like. I certainly like that. And sometimes it's nice to add a little red, because it's almost always invariably a magenta-based red, so it doesn't act like you think it would act. It actually works out pretty well. I guess we'll find out together. I haven't used any of this turquoise all day. I'm a big fan of that turquoise. And I think, wow, that's probably a mistake. It's probably not a mistake. It's probably all fine. I did say I wanted to use more paint. I unclogged that earlier. Whoa, spooge. Okay, at least it went away from the table. These are weird colors. Let's make them weirder. Sometimes weird is good. In this case, I hope so. Very, very weird. Okay, let's get some paint out of the way. Let's add some more weirdness. I want some white. I have hidden the pearl on myself. Looks like I started to clean up. I'd like to use some silver instead, but I really don't ever, there it is. I don't care for the effect of gray in my stuff. But you know, you can't have all these other colors without having a little bit of orange too. So I'm going for it. I am quite certain that this is going to be beautiful. I could be wrong, but I'm not wrong very often about this. It'd be good if we didn't run out of black, especially if it's what I intend on swiping with. I am not messing around this time. Let's tap some of that down into place. Facilitate time, use our fingers. Maybe if I put a little something on the edge, it will encourage the rest to fall down over too. I can hope so. I'm going to wipe off my cloth. I don't care that there's some paint in there. That's okay with me. I didn't expect it to be there, but that's okay with me. Put some of that black on the sides for right now. Now, it occurs to me that this might be a perfect one for a swipe sheet. And some more gold. Maybe gold everywhere. How about that? Yeah, I think so. Okay, it's the end of a long day. No swipe sheet in evidence. But I do have a silicone mat, and that will serve pretty much the same purpose. Alright, you've seen this before. This is my wet cotton rag. It is pretty much the width of the piece we're working on. This time I'd like to make it go all the way over the edges, like it didn't do that last time. Is that a bubble? No, that's a lump. Okay, no lumps allowed. Now that I'm here, I'm just going to use that black I see. That's pretty already. I think I'm going to fold it up so that I have better control. Pull the ends out, dip her in, and we are a go. Okay, change my mind. I'm going to let that fall out. Sometimes you have beginner's luck and you try and do the same thing later and it just doesn't really work the same way. But I would like this to not be one of those things. Let that go down right over the end. Looks good. Looks good to me. Whoa, we got a lot of paint there. That is perfect. That is what I wanted. Absolutely. Because that paint will do those edges and they will not be showing canvas through. They're looking kind of naked. Ooh, we can even steal some of that. That'll be fine. I'm not worried about that right yet. I'm going to flip this around so that I have an opportunity to do the other edge. Then I'm going to let you watch it while I go rinse the black paint I just got on my arm off, flipping it around. Everything is covered really nicely. I'm very pleased with that. We'll be torching in a moment. Look at those cells. Wow. No bucket. I forgot. Silicone mat. I'll be back. Oh. Alrighty, that is cool. Wicked. That's what they say in Maine. That's where I spent the majority of my life. I'm a New Yorker who got stuck in Maine. That's me. Okay, I am super tempted to do all kinds of stuff. Let's see how the paint moves first. Ooh, I don't want to move too much of that. I really like that cell at the top. Check that cell out. That's a cool cell. That means there's some really neat stuff buried in there, which is going to lead me to get frisky with my skewer. And wipe. And pick up some paint. Put some paint down. And wipe. Move some paint around and wipe. Let's just be weird. I'm sure things aren't going to stay just like this. So it's not as colorful as I was hoping for, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to uncover some neat stuff. Those colors I used turned out a lot more subtle than I was expecting them to. But I think there's orange in there. I'm going to blow. See what we get. Yep. I'm happy. I don't know how it gets down there, but I don't care. I'm just going to keep doing this because I'm having fun. And I believe that it will continue to sell. At least I hope so. That is a lot of paint. And it's more colorful than it was before. Let's move some of these around. I want to go down there. And see what, oh, there goes one straw. Good thing I got more. Not sure about that pink. Clean tool. It's my turn to just do willy-nilly what I want. Liking what I'm seeing. It's making me happy. It's a nothing ventured, nothing gained kind of moment. Needed some paint on the edge anyway, it looks like. I'm liking that. Honest to God, I am. Paint. I don't see any place I really want to put it down. Maybe right there on that edge that's looking like the canvas is trying to reappear. Same with that. Do I want pink all on that end? I don't know. I guess I could have pink all on that end. It's not that bad. I'm kind of liking it. It's growing on me. Let's see what happens. I'm not saying they're staying. But I haven't really done a lot of this, and I wanted to. So this might be the perfect time for that. Yep, I think so. And you can see why I like it. It's not really that difficult. And it makes a sort of a statement. Pick it up, put it down, move it all around. Sounds like the bunny hop. there aren't that many people that know what the bunny hop is anymore, unless they're still doing it in like preschool or something. I am really enjoying spiraling the end of this out, and I'm pretty much liking what's happened up top. I think this worked out pretty well. I don't know why the edges shed their paint, but all in all, I don't think it was 20 minutes. I better replace my tile actually. I think we're going to give this one more. We're going to spiral that around. Turn this around. And that around. And that a little more around. Yep. What else? Anything else? Tell me now before it's too late. Okay, I think that's fine. That's a lot of cells, some cool spirals, some interesting colors. Yeah, I think that's all for now, except for this. Yep, I like that. I'm good. Yeah, okay. Have a great day. Bye for now. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. My email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com if you'd like to inquire in artwork. Linked here you'll find Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link because I can, and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.